have a wrapper. They all run around like a train, following each other.
That's crazy.
It's something I developed 5 years ago. And I'm still doing it.
I did that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
The simulator comes up tomorrow, y'all.
No. Monday.
That person can't count.
Yeah. Back
2
off
days.
a little, and then we can fold that up. Okay, so that's that one done. And now I need to find the
JCB.
class. That guy who's stuck in a hedge. Okay, and with that, turn it on and let's do the headlands and the bits that were missed. So how are we doing? Yeah, we've used up a heck of a lot of sunflower seeds. They're not exactly an efficient crop to plant. But like I said, as predicted, our fertilizer is still... Yeah, we've used 72 litres of fertilizer on this entire field. And that's because, what did we have on here? Our previous crop was a high nitrogen crop, so we still had quite a high level of nitrogen residual. And then we planted oilseed radish, which I think was about plus 40. Because sunflowers use so little in the way of nitrogen, or require so little in the way of nitrogen, we're very close to what they need. I like planting sunflowers, I think, because of that. So that's kind of a good thing. Of course, now we're running around the edge, we're not hitting the full width of planter. Our seed usage is gonna be a little bit lower. I did miss that corner. I'm probably gonna not get the rest of that corner because it does get hit quite often by trucks heading up the field. We've got 2 barley fields at the top there that we're going to be planting, or we're going to be harvesting later and then planting with corn. So we're going to be driving around that bottom corner quite frequently. And what I don't want to have to do, yeah, we're going to clip it. So we're going to destroy the crop of that corner, so maybe just not plant it is the better plan. So anyway. Anyway, what else can we talk about? I know there's, I think someone mentioned railroads online last week, and Arthur did invite me to join his crew, but I haven't got it yet. I don't have the time for another computer game. I barely have time for the ones I have. And it appears to be a little bit frustrating at the moment. It's still pre-release, it's not even beta testing. And you know, some of the whole track placing stuff appears to be on YouTube videos I've watched very, very frustrating. So I'm just kind of not. I'll let you develop it so that at least it's not something that I'm just going to bash my head against a wall for 20 minutes every time I play it. It's one of the problems with, what is it? Any early release, even, I mean, when Farm Sim 19 came out, I think it came out with a patch. And within the first week, there were quite a few issues that really needed to be sorted out before the game was comfortably playable. There were issues, there were frustrating issues. I don't think for FS19 to this day, I have not completed all the tutorials, and the tutorials I haven't completed is the woodcutting one, because of the farm sim physics and the equipment that they required you to use to cut trees down and load them up onto a trailer, and it was just a whole battle in frustration, and I just said I'm done with this. I understand the rest of it. Most of it, as I said, was similar enough to FS17 that it was just, dealing with weeds is no different to spraying the crop for fertilizer. So it's what you've got. It's you know how to do that. Weeds is just another step in the process. In the next, in Farm Sim 22, rocks is just another step in the process. I'm a little bit concerned with rocks in that the problem with rocks is it's not obvious where you have and haven't been. Like here, I can see where I've driven, or where all the stripy stuff is. We've already planted crops. Where the cultivated stubble is, we're fine. What if we run out of sunflower seeds? I kind of figured that was going to happen. So we will fold this up. There we go. I actually managed to get the so we'll park this over here, we'll jump in the Land Rover, we'll go get some more seed. And much as I'd like to continue, which side of the road do we drive in this place? That side. But it's a process. Like I was saying, it's a process. So the rocks, the rocks are going to be as annoying to do as spraying a field at the third stage or fourth stage of growth. You can't see the ground, so you can't see the textures. With the rocks, there are still rocks where the image of rocks is. It's sort of a density indicator. So, driving over the field, picking up all the rocks, it's probably something I'm going to end up getting a worker to do, because they'll do the field 100%, and I won't necessarily be able to see what's going on. However, rocks doesn't affect the yield. Okay, we want sunflower seeds. Sunflowers.
I'm thinking about getting past her one day.
Sunflowers.
When you press it, it says no on it. And I'm going to have a card that says, you probably say no to your kids a lot. Because he has 8 kids, and he says no. So instead of you saying no, you just press the button, no.
So that in the back and strap it down. Okay, let's get back to the field.
And then you can watch yourself.
I mean, it's one of the things, when I've done spraying in the past, I always fit my sprayer tractors or self-propelled with GPS, so that if I have to do it manually, I can, because the GPS will set the tracks and we can just follow them. And if GPS isn't available, I nearly always stick them on a worker, because if I can't see the ground, I can't see the texture. Now, it has become easier with precision farming, because obviously you've got the mini map on bottom left turns into a sort of an analysis tool, which then becomes an indicator of where you've driven. So much easier. And you see it when we get into the planter. Oops. Go. And we're here.
I think when we had that mess up, you just forgot what to do.
Okay, we'll stop the Land Rover there. I think there's enough room to get past it. Yes, there is. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm stuck inside a cedar. Let's get back in the Land Rover. Gonna have to tab it. There we go.
But this isn't going down.
Okay, so you can see where the field is all yellow. That's the nitrogen level of the field. So if you're out there with a sprayer or a spreader or a poop cart, you can see where you've been. And yeah, it only takes 1600. Okay. You can see where you've been because it's the field is slowly getting darker. Starts at red and works its way up to blue, so that's kind of an advantage. Let's spread that, and we'll go up to here. Oh, and there's the place where the UFO lands. Lower it and turn it on. So yeah, you can't really tell at this point that we're adding fertilizer because we're adding so little. It's what, 1769 now, so actually we've used quite a bit recently. But the difference between ideal and what it currently is only about 20 points, which is within the colour band that this field currently shows. I'm kind of expecting if we plant the Clover field now with sunflowers, that is going to be a little bit more noticeable when you're spraying. But yeah, the basic point is that you can see where you've sprayed and where you haven't. And that's good. Yeah, it reduces the need for GPS or workers when you're doing this job. So this is slow. How are we doing? That's 9 miles an hour. I don't know how much of the new gearbox function we'll be using either. From what I understand, you can do it's what am I saying? My brain has completely derailed. Anyway. That's actually good. Ah, come on, stop. Back up. Anyway, we will get all of this done. Looks like there was a little patch there missed.
Like sensations on your skin, kind of like somebody was slowly
There.
touching you and stuff. Weird.
Oh yeah, I was saying, you know, for something like this, you can do it fairly well by eye. I know with Farm Simulator, when you don't have the sort of the GPS tower that came with precision farming, you're probably getting very close to similar overlap as you're going along if you use a worker. They made the workers a little bit more accurate if you buy the GPS tower.
I'm like, you're giving me too much. That's something you're putting something in there because.
Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this is where we ran out last time. So we'll do this bit. Good grief, we missed that tiny little triangle. That sucks. Okay, that's done. I might end up having to look at the map to see what our seed coverage is now. We've got 1,400 seed left, plus there's about 500 in the bags. I'm not sure whether that's enough to plant our clover field or not, but it could be close. Do that. All right. That's that side done. So we've got a little bit at the top. I don't know if we got all of this bit down here. No, we didn't. There's only a small part here. I don't recall why I got GPS on this tractor or the Challenger. Primarily GPS costs 25,000, so when you're paying 400,000 for a new tractor, adding GPS to that isn't a big percentage. Okay, here we go. So we just got that patch over there and we are done. So let's get up the top. Then we can fold this up and stage it up by the train. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that's the button that lowers it. And down. But yeah, with GPS you can actually run this very accurately. The thing is, with precision farming and the way seeders work, it doesn't matter if I'm planting right on the edge of what needs to happen, or if I overlap it by 50% of the width. It's just that I'm losing functional space, if you like. So I can plant this bit here, and I will only use the seed that is needed to plant that little strip that I missed. And done. And round we come. So yeah, doing this is not wasteful of seed or fertilizer. Wasteful of fertilizer in the base game, but with precision farming not. But it just means I have to go up and down twice to cover, close to the full width of the seeder. But I'm going to have to go up and down twice on this stretch anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Done. Did we catch that? No. Gotta get it all, just like the Pokemon. the weeds. They'll be back in about 2 minutes. Lift that up, and it looks like there's a little bit here that didn't get planted. Oh well. Done. Okay, sunflowers are complete. Fold that up. And I will park this off of the field just at the top here. Then we'll jump in the train and run over to field 7. Good job. Okay. Turn that on, turn the follow on. This is offset 2.5, which appeared to be good. Jump on, engine on, follow, and engine on, off we go. Actually, you know, this field behind us actually looks like it's over nitrogenated when it comes to sunflowers, which is not something I was expecting. Anyway, I am concerned with the speed those tractors behind me are going. That one's set to 40. That one is set to 32. Oh, okay then. I thought the problem was they couldn't keep up. This one is set to 6, so obviously if I put this on a worker, it's not going to go very fast. It's still going to go too fast for the wrapper. Okay, that's our... So there still seems to be a bug at this point in the field. See to the left, it's not dark, so it didn't get fertilised. That's because it was fully fertilised at one point, and nothing ever grows. If I save the game and reload it, that patch is just going to be unplanted field again. I don't know what causes it. It's part of the map. So I'll let that car go, and then follow him. So we're going to have to do... I'll have to get the mowing done in the other field so that there is enough. Oh, so that frees up the Challenger. Now, Clover's not affected by weather. Not that we're expecting rain today, so it's not a big deal. But what I might do is we'll run around this field, we'll bale and wrap as we go, and we'll tidy it up later. I'll take... Oh, I was going to take the baler up to the farm. Put the turn signals on. Turn signals on the mower. So I'm going to pull this in here. Stop that there. I need to turn the worker off, then we can drive it. And where's the JCB? Get the JCB in and F. Turn that worker off. Gonna leave the gate open. We shouldn't, but I'm going to. I don't know what a baler needing to be maintained affects. It's potentially affecting yield. So we could have lost a little bit of yield in the other field. It may be affecting speed. But since we were only running at 6 miles an hour, that's not an issue.
After
Well,
Thursday.
you can, I'm not doing
I give her a present that already left in there.
So we'll come in here. Then we'll get back to mowing again.
I'd be willing to wrap Marquis, Bailey, Christopher's presents for you. Taylor's.
And stop.
I can't wrap my presents.
Brakes are bad.
Why would I wrap my present? You know?
So I think we've stopped producing wool and all the other stuff.
I'm like, oh, I got the body pillow. Okay, we wrote that. Just forget about today.
Start turning the wheel, and then the baler will actually start obeying physics.
At least you can get up and work by yourself.
And that should be a thing. Now that's the other thing I did notice in Farm Sim 22. You don't need the tabber. When you open this, you actually get a select menu here, which shows you all of the bits of equipment that are currently sitting in the repair box. So that's kind of nice. I think Giants have had a lot of really good ideas that they've seen in the mods that people produce, and in the mods that people produce year on year. Things like horseplay, things like seasons, things like the workshop tabber, things like the vehicle enhanced driving. So they're starting to incorporate those things in the base game, which I'm looking forward. Oh, that's what I was talking about, was the gear shifting. I don't have a gear shifter. Now you can set the gear shift to manual or automatic, and you can set the forwards and backwards to sort of normal or manual. And effectively what I've got this set up as is a manual. Can we get in there and follow that? So I have to select whether I want my tractor to drive forward or backwards, and then the go button makes me go in the direction I've selected. And I think that's the way Farm Sim 22 has the option of being set up. So you don't use W to go forward and S to go back. You would use W to go and S to stop. And then you would select your general direction with whatever button selects driving direction. Okay, I want to lower that, unfold it, turn it on.